Okay, so let's decrease. So in your case, you'll be getting to 25 stitches here, or blocks here, and then you're going to be taking it down to 24. But I would suggest that you tinker with a sample like I'm doing first. Sorry if you can hear my dog wandering around on the floor beneath me. She's all restless. Okay, so just a little drawing to explain what's happening here. So this is what I've done so far. 1, 2, 3, 4 rows. And I'm taking it down to, so I'm up here. I'm going to add a stitch here, here, and here, making that 3 on the back, on the way back. So they're going to go 1, 2, 3 there. Then from there, I'm going to add 2, which are going to be about here. And then finally, when I get to there, I'm going to add the final 1. So the important thing to notice is that you're never adding another stitch. So from here on, you are never chaining 5. That took me absolutely ages to understand, and I'm happy to pass that bit of information along to you, okay? I just used to think that if you're going down from 25 to 24, then surely you need to keep adding 1. I ended up with a lot of rectangles and weird shapes. So yes, please don't ever chain 5 from now on. So you're currently here and you want to be by here. So we don't want to just skip over to here, because then that thread will be really ugly. So what we're going to do is we're going to slip stitch our way to that spot. So we can pop 1 in here. So we're just going to like leave that thread there. We're going through these little V's at the top, and we're just literally moving the thread along until we get to ta-da, the place that we want, which is the chain space. Going in, pulling through, and there we go. So that's nice and neat along there. That's the edge, and we're ready now to just, all we're doing now, that's the difference with decreasing. We're ready now to add 3 stitches, exactly the same as we have been when we've been increasing. So to start, it's chain 2, and then it's half treble crochet. 1, 2, and 3 times. And can you see we've just built that little block there. So now we're back at our chain space. So we're going to do exactly the same again. So as we have been doing, no difference. So again, keeping those nice and tight, those slip stitches, chaining 2, and then 1, 2, and 3, like so. And then we've got a final one here. So because we've done now 2 blocks, and we want to do 3 in total. 1, 2, and then, oh, excuse, chain, chain. Sorry, not chain. I have to ignore what I'm saying. I'm just like muttering away to myself here. And 3 half treble crochets, and then we're just going to connect it to the end, because currently obviously they're loose. So we're just going in and slip stitching those together. Now again, as like when we started, we're in the wrong position. We don't want to be by here, we want to be by here. So what we're going to do is we're just going to chain space our way back there. So we're just going underneath the V and swapping the threads over with a slip stitch, oh no, that's it, 2. I think I maybe missed one at the beginning, but anyway, it doesn't really matter. It's literally just you're traveling along that edge until you get back to your chain space, which you also slip stitch into, because now you are ready to create a stitch. Chain 2, and then off we go. So I'll speed up the video a bit, just because I'm sure you don't want to see me do these next couple of lines, but then I'll just come back just to show you the end. Ooh. Okay, so we've now got to the end. We've got this one stitch that needs to connect to the previous line to be finished. I'm just going to cut off a little end because I don't really want all that extra. So I'm just going to go into the chain space, pulling it, but this time all the way through, so that it's nice and secure. And again, you could add a little knot so that you felt secure, and then later on you could weave, or even now you can weave in that end, so hide it away, never cut right the way to the knot. But there you go, just a little bit of pulling and pushing, and we have our finished completed square. So if you want to start decreasing yours, and we'll see you again for colour change.